All right, here's one that Yeats wrote maybe around 55 or 60. And we were talking here about the grief quality in men and the blessing quality. What we really wanted from our fathers in a certain sense was a blessing. That's what we still want from old gurus and everything. And so it's a feeling that it's one of the function of old men to do blessing. And young men are hungry for that blessing. But it's as if you have to go through a lot of grief before, you know, what do they say? When the student is ready, the teacher comes? When your grief is well enough developed, then the blessing comes. And so Yeats has got a wonderful poem here. My 50th year had come and gone. I sat a solitary man in a crowded London shop. An open book, an empty cup on the marble tabletop. He was a great poet, so he didn't leave out any details. You're not going to get the blessing if you stop reading. You ready? And you're not going to get there before 50 either. I'll do the first stanza again, then give you another one. My 50th year had come and gone. I sat a solitary man in a crowded London shop. An open book, an empty cup on the marble tabletop. While on the shop and street I gazed, my body for a moment blazed, and 20 minutes, more or less, it seemed so great my happiness that I was blessed and could bless. He lived over 50 years to have that, 20 minutes, when he knew that the lizard was gone. The soul had done it. The soul had gone, gotten the lizard out, right? And he was never a big blesser, you know. He was kind of, Maud Gunn wouldn't sleep with him. She said, "You're kind of a literary creep." What you gonna do?
I'm gonna do that. We'll do one more Yeats.
Yeah, good. This is W.B. Yeats.
One of the things we both love is William Butler Yeats.
He was really Norwegian, but...
The second half of a poem called A Dialogue of Self and Soul.
It's a serious question. Do you want to be born again? You willing to go through all this again?
A living man is blind and drinks his drop. What matter if the ditches are impure? What matter if I live it all once more? Endure the toil of growing up, the ignominy of boyhood, the distress of boyhood changing into man, the unfinished man and his pain brought face to face with his own clumsiness. The finished man amongst his enemies, how in the name of heaven can he escape that defiling and disfigured shape? The mirror of malicious eyes casts itself against his eyes until at last he thinks that that shape must be his shape. And what's the good of an escape if honor find him in the wintry blast? I am content to live it all again, and yet again, if it be life to pitch into the frog spawn of a blind man's ditch, a blind man battering blind men, or into that most fecund ditch of all, the folly that a man does or must suffer if he woos a proud woman, not kindred of his soul. I am content to follow to its source every event, in action or in thought. Measure the lot. Forgive myself the lot. And when such as I cast out remorse, so great a sweetness flows into the breast that we must laugh
and we must sing. We are
blessed by everything.
Everything we look upon is blessed. Do the last 4 lines again. You want? You
Such
mentioned
as I?
Yeah, the lizard of remorse. Go on, give
Lizard
it to
of
us.
remorse, yeah. When such as I cast out remorse, so great a sweetness fills the breast that we must laugh and we must sing. For we are blessed by everything, and everything we look upon is blessed.
That's it for the lizard of remorse. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you all for coming and helping us do this.